What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to another Skylanders video. Alright, today I'm super excited because I finally pulled Kingpin. So I was thinking about what kind of video can I make, being that I just pulled Kingpin and I was so excited about it, and I've been wanting him for so long. So I said, you know what, let's start a build series, and I did want to start this series a long time ago when I just do builds with you guys or show you guys how I'm going to build my Skylanders. I believe this can help a lot of people. We're going to keep them short and sweet. I know in other games when I used to do these guides, we used to do gameplay as well, but the problem with Skylanders is there's not too much gameplay to really showcase them, and PvP battles just take forever. So today we're going to try this out. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you like it, if you want me to continue with it and do this with other Skylanders. And if we get good feedback from you guys on it, I will continue to do this series, maybe once or twice a week, something like that. So let's get right into this one here. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I did pull Kingpin, and it wasn't for my legendary summon. It was actually a random summon. I did like 20 premium tickets on Twitch, and I got super lucky, and my man Kingpin popped out on like my 5th or 6th summon. And just to let you guys know also, I've been summoning singles to chase LDs. I believe if you guys are free to play, even if you're not free to play, you should probably do it too. It is the best chance for you to get LDs. Basically what you do is 4 single pulls on the premium banner. If the 5th one is not LD, you close out and you do it again until you get an LD in the middle, because LDs can only pop in the middle. So that is the best way to chase them. I know it only saves you 1 summon, but if you're doing 100 tickets, it actually adds up and will give you more of a chance of getting an LD than doing 5 pulls. And if you're new to the game or you're free to play and you're saving all your premium tickets, I truly do believe that is the best way to do it. But enough with that, let's get into Kingpin. So I finally pulled my man Kingpin, and I was thinking about how I want to build this guy. And to be honest, as far as Kingpin goes, I'm only going to really use him on defense. So he's going to be 100% defense for me. I'm not really going to use him anywhere else. Maybe in new content or guild content, or maybe in the episode. I'm not really sure yet. But as of right now, the build I'm going to go for is strictly defense. And being top 100 or top 50, even top 20 in PvP content, the hardest teams to deal with for me anyways is teams that have a Kingpin or a Tree Rex that have like 200 plus resistance on them. Those are the hardest teams for me to deal with. So the first thing I want to do with Kingpin is get him as close to 200% resistance as possible. So by doing that, I usually don't like to do main stats on like rings and boots, but if you're trying to get 200% resistance, you're basically going to have no choice. You might be able to do like 1 and then get enough resistance substats in the rest of your runes to not have to do 2 main stats as resistance. But I think it's actually easier to do 2 main stats of resistance and then try to get high rolls into defense and HP on the rest of your substats. Now, you could do it the other way. It's totally up to you depending on your runes. Honestly, I have these 6-star runes, and I'm not going to be able to power them up for a while. I had 14 million gold. I literally took up 2 runes on Tide Pool. I'll show you here real quick. I took up these 2 runes here. This body. I took it from 6 to 12, and I took these boots from 6 to 12, and it literally cost me like 7 million gold. So it is no joke when you're dealing with 6-star runes, let me tell you. I have all these Skylanders built, but I can't do anything because I don't want to level up 5-star gear anymore. I only want to level up 6-star gear because where I am in the game, it doesn't make sense for me to do that. It's just a waste of gold. So from this point forward, I will only be leveling up 6-star runes. Purple ones are okay if the substats are perfect. If they're not perfect, you probably wouldn't want to do it. Like, for example, this body is perfect. Accuracy, attack, crit rate, and crit damage. These are the purple 6-star runes that you're looking for. If they don't look perfect like this, don't waste your gold and ether. Just get rid of it. It's not worth it, because that 1 roll can actually be game-changing, believe it or not. So back to Kingpin. So now focusing on his build, I don't need to worry about so much resistance substats, being the fact that I'm going with 2 main stats of resistance. My main goal here is going to be to get effect accuracy for his freeze, HP, and defense. That is what I'm going to shoot for in the substats, being that I'm going with 2 resistance main stats. Now, I did roll this rune today on Tide Pool. Back to Tide Pool for 1 second. I believe it was this one here. Now, this rolled 2,000 HP, and it's still not maxed out. Now, if this last roll goes into resistance, I'm going to switch this onto Kingpin. The reason I left this on Tide Pool for now is because she has really low HP, so I figured this would help her out. But if the last roll is in HP or resistance, I'm switching this straight over to Kingpin. This is a perfect Kingpin rune. Yes, he doesn't really need crit rate and crit damage, but the fact that it's going to have max HP or even like a 12 or 15 resistance, this rune will actually fit him perfectly for a weapon. So we'll have to see how that finishes out before I change it. So now back to Kingpin here. So the first weapon here, and you'll see all the substats are going to look like this. And this to me is what I call a perfect rune. Now it's not going to be perfect for somebody that's doing DPS, but this is a perfect support rune. It has accuracy, It has effect accuracy, effect resistance, HP, and defense. It does not get any better than this. No matter how this rune rolls, it is perfect for Kingpen. So I can invest in this rune proudly and not have to worry whether it rolls, 4 rolls into resistance, 4 rolls into defense, splits between the 4 of them. It does not matter. This rune is perfect. This rune I will probably keep forever on my Kingpen. I will never change it. So if you're building your Kingpen, these are the substats you're looking for. These are absolutely perfect. And honestly, if I end up rolling a lot of resistance and substats, I might be able to... And honestly, if I roll a lot of resistance and substats here, and I open up the ring, I might be able to make the ring affect resistance and then switch these boots over to like HP or defense. It really just depends on how the substats roll out. I'm going to take it one day at a time, but for now, I do plan on going with double effect resistance. I know I was saying resistance, but I mean effect resistance when I say resistance. Now with the second weapon here, again, this isn't that great. I just didn't have a better choice. I think I got a good one today. So I think I'm going to end up switching it to this one here. Now this is accuracy, effect resistance, and HP. And remember, you guys want effect accuracy, not regular accuracy. The accuracy you're looking for is for his freeze, and that's an effect. So you want to be getting effect accuracy, not regular accuracy, because that's what you're mostly putting accuracy on your Kingpin for, is for him to land his freeze. And that falls under effect accuracy, so just keep that in mind as well. And I'm honestly thinking this is the better choice because we're getting HP here and we don't have HP in this rune. So let's actually switch that now. And I can actually put that rune on my Zulu. Because honestly, I'm not looking to do any damage with Kingpen here. He is strictly for my defense. And he is strictly to eat the damage and put up freezes. That's all I care about. So I want him tanky. I want him with a ton of effect accuracy for his freeze. And I want him with a ton of effect resistance so he doesn't get stripped. And eventually when I build Zulu, he'll have a ton of buffs. And then I'll have like the perfect defense, but it's going to take me forever to build up Zulu. So I don't have to worry about that anytime soon. It's going to take me 3 months just to finish Kingpen here. So where did that rune go? So it was this one here. This is the one we're actually going to put on him now. And again, I believe this is a perfect weapon. Now, if it rolls 4 rolls into crit rate, obviously it's not going to be perfect. But if it rolls everything but crit rate, this rune will be perfect for him. Having a little bit of crit rate isn't a bad thing. We just don't want to waste too many rolls into crit rate because we really want that resistance, accuracy, and HP. That is what we're looking for. Now, as far as the body goes, again, you'll see defense, accuracy, resistance. And honestly, having a little bit of attack on Kingpen is not a bad thing. I've actually seen people rune Kingpen with a bunch of attack. And again, it will just give you extra damage, so it's not a terrible thing. But I wouldn't go out of your way to put attack on Kingpen because, again, you want him as tanky as possible. So if you're doing really high rolls in attack, you're going to lose some of that tankiness. Now, as far as the helmet goes, again, accuracy, HP, resistance, crit rates. You see the trend going on here. At least 3 of the 4 stats are what we want. And then the 4th stat is going to be crit rate or attack. Crit rate and attack are basically my substitute stats if I can't get, defense, HP, resistance. If I can't get those stats on the 4th one, then crit rate or attack is the only other substat I'll go for, or that I'm trying to go for. You get the drift here, but I don't want to roll up a 6-star rune if it's not close to perfect. And in my eyes, this rune is basically close to perfect because I don't mind crit rate and I don't mind attack on my Kingpen. As long as it doesn't roll like 4 times into crit rate or attack, the rune in my eyes is basically perfect. And now last up here, we have the boots, and these might change in the future. Again, if I can get enough substats of effect resistance, I'm going to change these boots to HP or defense. For now, again, though, you'll see we have boost rate, evasion, which is really, really good for your Kingpen. If you can get evasion and boost rate on him because of his heal, that is actually really, really good. Even defense penetration is always good to have, especially on like your supports, because if you're not ruining them with a lot of damage and they have some defense penetration, it will actually give them a boost in damage. So they won't just hit like wet noodles that actually do a little bit of damage, even though you don't really care too much about the damage. It's always good to have a little defense penetration because it really does beef up the damage, especially if we have some substats with attack and crit rate. It just kind of goes hand in hand. But we really want this to roll into boost rate and evasion. If we can get max rolls into them, I probably won't change these boots at all. Now, as far as the ring goes, again, once I super boost him and I roll up these 5 runes, depending on the substats, we might do an effect resistance ring. And then again, we'll drop the boots to HP or defense. For now, I don't really have any good resistance runes. I don't really like this one too much because 2 of the 4 stats I'm not looking for. So unless we have like a purple one that's close to perfect. So this one here, this will actually be the ring that we put on Kingpen. Boost rate, actually defense. If this rolls HP or evasion on the last roll, this rune will absolutely be perfect for our Kingpen. So once I get him super boosted, I'll put this on him. I'll probably wait till I level up the other runes first, just to see because it is really tough, guys, to get 200% resistance without using 2 main stats of it. So again, we're going to have to see where these runes go before I make my final decision on what I'm going to do with the boots and the ring. What I'm struggling with now is I have 40 keys, but I don't know if I want to max out Tidepool or Kingpin first. That is kind of what I'm torn between right now. Should I just finish investing in Tidepool, get her maxed out, and then worry about my Kingpin? Because Tidepool I'm going to be using all over the game. PvE. She's going to get added to my main team, and I'm going to use her forever. As far as Kingpin goes, he's only going to be used in my defense. So I think I'm going to finish Tidepool and then save up more keys and max out Kingpin. So he's kind of going to get put on the back burner for now. And then once I save up the keys, I will get him going. I do think it's in my best interest to build Tidepool first, then go back, build Kingpin, and then Zulu after that. Because again, I'm only going to be able to use Kingpin in one place. Tidepool is going to get used everywhere, so I feel like that is going to help me a lot more than, you know, switching out and just building Kingpin and then waiting another 2 months to build Tidepool. So I'm going to finish her out first, and then I'll go back to Kingpin. Even though I'm super excited about pulling Kingpin, when you're free to play, you just won't have the keys and the skill ups to build multiple legendaries at once. So it is a sacrifice you're going to have to make sometimes. Now that's going to basically wrap it up for this one. If you want to see me do one on Tidepool next, maybe Zulu after that, so forth and so forth, let me know in the comments, because this is going to be completely based off of you guys and what you guys want to see. And we're just going to leave it at that. So I will be looking at the comments. We'll see where it goes. And if you guys like this series, I will do this build series twice a week. I love doing it. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for the support here on YouTube. Again, we are so close to 2.5k subs. Once we reach it, we will start another sub celebration giveaway. The cookie giveaway I'm going to be picking Wednesday night. I'll put that video for you here. It's your last chance. I don't know when this video is going to be up. It should be up before I pick the winners, but if not, sorry. I did post another video. I'm trying to give you guys as much time as possible, but we do have the random giveaway that's always going on here on YouTube. And to join that, it's really easy. All you have to do is sub to the channel, like, and comment on my videos, and that's going to automatically enter you into the random giveaway. And I'll be picking that this week as well. And then we'll do another one, you know, a month or 2 down the line. If you want to join me on Twitch and Discord, that is linked down below. We do 2 monthly giveaways on Discord, random giveaways on Twitch. I truly do love each and every single one of you. I will see you in the next one. Spaceballs out. Peace.